All right, guys, we are back in the building, back with some more boxing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and all that good stuff. Now, guys, it's fight week. We have a fight tomorrow night on DAZN. Ryan Garcia will be making his return to the ring. He's fighting at 140 this time. Actually, he's fighting at a catch weight. I didn't know that. I thought he was fighting at 140 official, but he's fighting at a catch weight. But he's returning to the ring after that loss to Gervonta Tank Davis. And he's fighting a dangerous opponent, and Oscar Duarte. Now, I will admit the fight hasn't really been getting a lot of buzz, but I think that's for a few reasons. Number one, it's the holiday season. You know, people's minds are elsewhere. He's coming off of a loss, of course. And the guy, Oscar Duarte, that he's fighting is not really a well-known guy. He's probably known more in the hardcore boxing circles. So, you know, he's fighting an opponent that people aren't really familiar with, casuals. And number four, this is pure speculation, but I'm not sure if Golden Boy is really promoting this fight like they should be, due to the fact that they're kind of at odds with Ryan Garcia. Now, I did see the press conference and how Ryan kind of went off on Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins. Oscar looked very uncomfortable. He was standing behind Ryan Garcia. You could see his face turning beet red. And it was just a weird moment. But Ryan Garcia, it doesn't seem like he's, one to bite his tongue. You guys know he felt slighted after the last fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. After the fight, he felt like his team abandoned him. And he even fired his trainer, Joe Goosen, and hired Derek James. And we've seen him go back and forth with Oscar De La Hoya since then on, Twitter. And it's all bad over at Golden Boys, guys. I think I got a clips pulled up here. Let me pull this one up, what he had to say about Bernard Hopkins. This one here was pretty brutal. Let me play it for you guys real quick, what he said here.
Man, last time I checked, he said he never lose to a white boy, and then Joe Smith Jr. knocked him out of the ring. Last time I checked, Joe Smith Jr. was white. So, they be lying. So, at the end of the day, I come to show what I bring, and I'm laser focused, and that's where this confidence comes from. Thank God for everything, and all praise to the Most High, Jesus Christ. Thank you.
All right, so he took a little dig at Bernard Hopkins with the Joe Smith Jr. fight. You guys remember when Joe Smith knocked Bernard Hopkins out of the ring, and Bernard Hopkins was kind of cutting his eyes at him at the press conference, but I thought it was kind of funny that he brought that up. So as you guys can tell, there's bad blood there, and it seems like those guys are kind of pushing for Oscar Duarte to win the fight over Ryan Garcia. So it's kind of a messed up situation, being that Ryan is their flagship fighter, and just seeing it play out, it's kind of ugly, guys. But anyway, we'll see what happens after the fight, what type of fallout there'll be after the fight. So let's get to the weigh-ins of both of the guys. Like I said, they're fighting at a catch weight. Ryan came in at 143 pounds, and Oscar Duarte came in at 142.8 pounds. Now let me say this, Oscar Duarte looked jacked. He looked extremely jacked on that stage. He looked like a guy that's going to come straight ahead. You guys, if you didn't know, he's a straight ahead fighter. He likes to go to the body. And I think he's probably going to try to be a nightmare for Ryan Garcia. This is a tough fight for Ryan. And a lot of people are surprised he took it. But one thing about Ryan is he wants to prove that he belongs. And a lot of people, including myself back in the day, I thought Ryan was in it for the social media aspect. But when he got with Gervonta Tank Davis and put that fight together, despite people not wanting him to do it, I had a newfound respect for him. So I do want him to succeed in the boxing game. So I think, like I said, he's got a tough task ahead of him. If he pulls this off, there's no denying that Ryan is the real deal. Now, he's got Derek James in his corner. I'm sure Derek James has taught him a lot of new tricks, how to use that jab effectively, and he's really going to need that jab to keep Oscar Duarte up off of him. Now, Oscar Duarte is on a 11-fight winning streak, I think by knockout. So this guy is no slouch. Ryan can't take this guy lightly. But Ryan's fighting Oscar Duarte, Oscar De La Hoya, and he's fighting Bernard Hopkins. So, you know, he's got his plate full. And I just think that, you know, he's going to have to be laser focused. Hopefully Derek James can get him to the victory. I think he'll win the fight. I'll say that. I think he'll pull it off. I don't think he'll knock this guy out. I think he'll probably win by decision, using his footwork, using his jab, keeping him at bay, and counterpunching. That's what he's going to have to do with a guy like Oscar Duarte, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm pulling for Ryan, guys. I have, you know, a lot of respect for him. And the stuff that this kid's going through is just awful. So we know that he's probably not going to be with Golden Boy once his contract's up. But like I said, tough task for him tomorrow night. He has to come and show and prove. His back is against the wall. His back's against the wall. So anyway, you guys tell me what you think about the fight tomorrow night. Who are you pulling for? Do you think Ryan can actually pull this off against this guy? What do you think about him going at it with Oscar De La Hoya, ripping Bernard Hopkins at the press conference the other day? You guys let me know how you feel about that in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.